I got new glasses, but they're so reflective that I think I'm gonna have to wear my old ones for these videos because I don't like that you can't see me. Or, you know, the eyes are the soul to the window, or the window to the soul, or whatever. So I was gonna change my glasses real quick. Alright, I guess it's better. I really wanted to wear my new glasses, but I guess I can't. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. This is Book Club for One. My name's Kayla, and I just talk about the books that I read, or the books that I'm going to read, or the books that I've already read, but I think you should read too. So I went to the library a couple of days ago, and I maybe borrowed I borrowed like 7 books, all of these books, and like this one. Hold on. So I haven't been to the library in so long, and I remember when I was in middle school I would go like every day, and I don't know why I stopped. And I got all of these books right here. And I remembered how much I love to go to the library, so we're gonna be doing that way more often. The first book I got is Into Thin Air. I want to start reading more nonfiction books, but nonfiction is so boring to me. So I think the only way that I'll read nonfiction books, and if it's like this is about the 1996 Mount Everest disaster. And this is Jon Krakauer. Jon Krakauer also wrote Into the Wild, which we all read in middle school. I mean, I did. So I know that he's a good writer. I like the way he writes. He kind of entraps the audience. It seems more like you know something bad's gonna happen, and the way he just builds it up is really, really good to me. So Into Thin Air, he was actually on the mountain when the 1996 disaster happened, and the only reason it's disaster is because this many people hasn't died on the mountain since the first time somebody tried to ascend Mount Everest. So he was there only because he was writing a story on one of the guides, and he only wanted to go, he was only supposed to go to base camp, but he was like, no, I'm just gonna do the whole thing. And so he was there, and it's crazy because there's first-hand accounts from the actual disaster, and he's in a journalist's mind, but he's also in the mind of a climber, a mind of a victim, a mind of being so scared that you don't know if you're going to survive through the night. And also, I like natural disaster nonfiction books, and I just like the way that you can prepare for so much, but Mother Nature is going to show you that she is like that bitch. And she will every time. She will win every single fucking time. So I just think that's crazy. I read this last night, all in one go. I didn't want to do anything else because I just wanted to finish it. I wanted to see what happened, how it happened, essentially, because I could just look up on Wikipedia what happened. I want to know the build-up. I want to know the ins and outs. I want to know why did this happen? Could it have been prevented? And it was really, really good. I definitely recommend. I loved it. It was good. Next, I got Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I've tried to read The Cheat Sheet. I've tried to read other Sarah Adams books, and they just don't really come to me. It's not really something that I really, really enjoy. So I'm gonna try this book. A lot of people on TikTok liked it because it's bodyguard romance, and she's innocent and stuff, and he's not, and he teaches her, and that's a lot of people's favorite thing. I hope I like it, but if I don't like it, I'm not going to be upset. I'm just going to return the book. And that makes me happy with libraries, is because if I don't like the book, I didn't even pay for it, so it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, next thing I got is Flirty Little Secret. I haven't seen this book or read this book or seen anything about it, but the premise is actually very interesting. It's about a woman. She has a secret identity online where she posts basically aspirational quotes or inspirational quotes and gives people advice. But in real life, she is a mess. She is depressed, she has anxiety, and she doesn't have all her stuff together. And he is actually online too, and I guess they're online besties, but they don't know anything about each other. And they coincidentally work at the same school, and they actually start to like each other, and we start to like each other, and that's when things just like kind of have like spiral. He has a lot of home life issues. His parents are divorcing. He has to move back in with his mom. His dad doesn't really approve of what he does for a living. So it's actually I would say it's a really cute and quick book. I did read this book at work, and I did not like that the cover like has the flirty little secret thing. It just seems really I know that's like very nuanced, but it seems kind of hard to read this like at work, just because somebody thinks you're like reading not just like a regular love story, like they think you're reading you know what. So that's the only thing about this book cover, is that I like, when I had to go away, I like put it face down. But other than that, then I have What Is Love by Jen Comfort. I saw this on Kindle Unlimited, and I really like the synopsis that was given for this book. It seems very interesting. I do think it's sort of like an enemies to lovers, which I don't really like, but it seems like the enemy side might be one-sided, which is fine. I think it's funny when there's like a person's like, this is my arch nemesis, and the person's like, and the arch nemesis is like, I thought she was cool. Because I read a story like that and I thought it was pretty funny. So I think this is going to be good. Another reason why I bought this book is I like Jeopardy. So I feel like I can relate to this. And I think that's crazy that like you can relate to a book just by like one small little thing, and it'll be enjoyable for you, which I think is actually pretty funny. So yeah. Oh, yeah, so I think this is enemies to lovers, and it's very one-sided, and I think, oh, it's sorry, rivals to lovers, which I guess is okay. I don't know. I thought, I hope I like this book, but we'll see. If it's too much, I'm gonna DNF it. Then we got Death of a Green-Eyed Monster. I was just looking through the shelves, and I just picked one that looked cool, like, as you can see, like, you can only see the spine of the book, and I don't know why, but a lot of green books have been calling to me lately. I think it's because it's spring, but when I read the little summary of the book, I liked it just because I like when older people are in love. I feel like people, when they're after like a certain age, they feel like they can't find love anymore just because they're older. So when I find a book where it's like they're older, but he thinks like he's having a romance, or like, you know, he really like has a crush on this girl or this woman, excuse me. I think that is so cute. And also there's a thriller like plot to this. And I don't really like thrillers, but I've been trying to get into them more, and I've been starting to as well. So I think I only like certain types of thrillers, which is like not like a murder mystery, but like I'd rather read one where the main character, the POV, is of the killer. You know what I mean? Just because I know, I just like it. I just like to see, I don't like to be like, you know, struggling through a book. And I think murder mysteries are so boring to me, and thrillers are really boring. And also, I don't want to be scared reading the book, which I feel like happens a lot. So, yeah, that just doesn't seem like that much fun to me, and I don't really want to do that. So, but this book looks good, and I also like the cover, just looks cool to me. Death of a Green-Eyed Monster. I feel like we're talking about the Loch Ness Monster. I think this takes place in Britain or Ireland. Glasgow. I don't know, that sounds very Scottish to me. Oh, yep, Scotland. Yep, Oh. Is this the second book or something? Nah. Maybe. Oopsies. Oh, it's a murder mystery. We'll try it. I didn't read that. It literally says a murder mystery. Okay, we'll give it a shot. I got Piglet by Lottie Hazel. I've seen this book everywhere on TikTok, I think, and YouTube. I think it has something to do with the person having an eating disorder. She has an eating disorder, and I think she finds out that her fiance's been cheating on her, which steamrolls her into picking up that eating disorder that she had. the reason I'm trying to get, I really want to enjoy women's fiction, but it's so disheartening when all of women's fiction is basically just like, oh, like her husband, her fiance, her boyfriend cheated on her and now she's fucking spiraling. And I just think, I'm like, okay, can we read something else where it's just like she's doing okay, like she's not having a bad time? Just because, like, women deserve happiness, and I feel like a lot of these books have to deal with how women react afterwards. And the last thing I got is Dolly Alderton, Good Materials. I saw this book on TikTok, YouTube, and like Instagram, and people say that it's really good because it is going from the woman's perspective, or the man's perspective of a breakup, and a woman's writing. Sorry, somebody's calling me. Hello?
Girl, tell me why they talking about.
Having me grab this book because of the cover. I mean, it was so beautiful. It's so colorful too. And the other half of me grabbed it because a lot of people on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube were saying how this is a really good book because it pertains to a male getting broken up with in his mid-30s and going through that. And so it's the main male character's POV, which you don't usually get that often, written by a woman. So a lot of people say that it's really good. It's just really insightful, and honestly Dolly writes really good books, so I'm very excited to read this. And those are all the books that I got from the library. I'm not sure the reading order. They're doing 3 weeks, however I can get an extension, so I might have to do that just because there's a lot of them, but I might just be able to like bust them out. I'm not sure. I'm really excited to read these though. And that's all for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know the order of how I'm going to upload, but there will be more videos. So,